whatever.
Okay, here we go.
Oh man! All right, we're popping off, man. We're just talking.
Yeah, we are actually live. We were talking before, and we're eating pizza. So
yeah, sorry about that.
We were missing racism and whatnot. That was cool.
Yeah, it wasn't streamed because shit, we said some terrible stuff. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah, well, I mean, I did.
Yeah, you were saying some. I don't know. I don't condone anything you were just saying earlier. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. But anyway, I'll let our guest introduce himself. We're very happy to have him. It's gonna be this is gonna be a fun stream. I know it's gonna be. So go ahead and introduce yourself, Mister.
Oh yeah, my name is Mikey. I go by Biggest Mikey on my YouTube. I had a podcast. I don't want to say used to have a podcast. I'll just say I have a podcast called the Biggest Mikey Podcast. I used to kind of, I would intermittently make YouTube videos every now and then, but I kind of took a step back, I guess, in 2018. Kind of took a more, I guess, like non-PC kind of politics, tinted approach towards my commentary, but I really just get on the mic, press record, and just say stupid shit a lot of times. And I kind of know a few content creators on YouTube here and there, and I came across you guys' radar, and I was just like, hey, we all like Beauty and the Beta. It's a good fucking stream. I love those guys, and you guys are pretty funny and cool. I see you guys like I found you guys' tweets retweeted a lot on my timeline, and I was like, who the fuck are these people? Like, they're funny.
He's a weirdo. Why are you talking this shit?
I'm not talking shit. I'm just that's pretty much what Twitter is like turned into me right now, because I'm there's moments where I'm just like, I am going to be super active on Twitter. I need to like sort of put a face on, and then other times I just don't care anymore, because that's just a feeling I've been getting with 2018 recently.
Yeah, you can't care too much, or you'll just get like annoyed.
Yeah, I know, and I'm just like, I remember like last year in 2016, like especially around like the beginning of the presidential election, I was like hard up into the whole like I won't say like I went like full MAGA, but I was definitely putting on a face, and I was the guy like I don't have any regrets about that. I won't say I was being fake or anything, but I kind of felt like we were all like a lot of content creators, a lot of what I think we were talking about a little bit, kind of hinted on a little bit, Shane, is that we were like culture warriors back then. It felt like we had a little more of a purpose, but now in 2018, yeah, but like now in 2018, I'm just like, man, I'm fucking just tired right now. I got like a full 40+ hour week to think about. Like I got bills and shit, and I'm just like, I don't want to care about what's going on right now with with all this other stupid shit. Right now.
I'm sure your number one issue when you wake up in the morning is, I wonder how many more genders there are now.
Yeah, like it's it's like, oh man, I wonder this person with the fucking purple hair. It's funny you mentioned that. I remember I was listening to an episode of Joe Rogan podcast, and he was talking about like how crazy SJW culture is like invaded everywhere we know, but he was also had a counter argument presented to him. It's just like, do we think that maybe what we see on the internet and social media is sort of like overstated? Because in my day-to-day life, like just going out, just doing my life, I don't see that shit everywhere I go.
Yeah.
And maybe because like I'm older and I'm in my 30s, like I shouldn't expect to find that in my social circle. Like if you're an SJW, yeah.
I think in social media, it's a lot easier to say the kind of shit they're going to say, other than, being on, I don't know. Because in social media, it's easier to type what you want to say than to say it to someone's face, because you know that they're going to.
Yeah, we got that buffer,
Yeah.
But it's just like, I'm not seeing any, like, okay, take for example, like, say I'm kind of straw manning, but like say something really bad and fucked up, like another fucking battery acid attack happens in London or something like that, and Sadiq Khan has a fucked up tweet talking about, it's like, Muslims are not a problem. They didn't do this. It was like, they clearly are, but you're throwing away but you're arresting normal people for having fucked up tweets, right? It doesn't mean that when I go out to my mailbox and check my mail, I see someone with a hijab and immediately just sort of rip it off. I'm just gonna be like, hey, have a nice day. How you doing? All that shit like that. So I realized, man, I had to be able to just like chill out and just take a back seat a little bit and sort of be able to sort of criticize, I guess, not really criticize, but I guess sort of take to task some of like the right's online social media tactics as well, because it's easy to make fun of crazy feminists. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
What's the worst thing that you've been told in terms of your politics or anything you said online?
Oh God, I think one of the worst things I get, oh God, a lot of times they like to tie race up into anything. God damn, it's a game I love to play, but I hate loving it played with me. So it's just I want to say that I thought I had a bit of a tiff with my family about that about a couple of years ago, but I really didn't. I guess I could say I was kind of blessed to kind of avoid that stuff. It's really just immature assholes reply to like a tweet where you're kind of factually right about something, but then they look at you, it's just like, what are you doing fucking talking about that shit like that, man? Of course all the white people in South Africa need to die. It's their turn. Like, what the fuck are you talking about, guy?
Fucking Newsweek had a thing. Hey, why should be, hey, white
like,
people,
stop worrying about it.
Yeah, stop worrying that you're dying in South Africa and your land's being taken away. Like, really?
Land being taken away with population.
It's
like if it was any other race, then people would be
exactly.
Like,
you would never see a news article be like, hey, blacks, you need to calm the fuck down, man. Come on, stop it.
Oh man, God damn it. I would love to see that fucking happen one day, but then it's just like we're gonna be perpetually the aggrieved class in all of worldwide society right now. So any form of constructive, accurate criticism is tantamount to saying Sieg Heil in the middle of a Baptist church or something. Don't talk to these black people like that. That's wrong. They're very fucking sensitive.
It's not like, you'd see Asian articles too, the, hey, Asian, stop being so smart. Come on, stop.
Well, actually, there was an article about something like that today, or it was either today or yesterday. It was like saying that students or potential students are trying to sue, I think it was Harvard or something.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, because they were discriminating against them. Because they're,
because
they're smart.
They're fucking smart.
Yeah.
Oh my God! Wow. So you're getting, man. You know what? You know what's so funny? I'm seeing that Asian Americans are the only one doing this, not Asians who fly all the way from Shanghai to come to America to be engineering fucking students. They're just looking at these people. They're just having their fucking head down and like getting A++ on fucking everything.
Who was the like that movie that's coming out? Or that, what I'm talking about? That
Crazy Rich Asians?
Yeah. Where
I don't remember what actress it was.
Yeah, but it was like the main actress. She was complaining at one point that the main character, the person that was cast, was half Asian, and the person was supposed to be a full Asian, right, or something.
Yeah, she's like, I can't believe that people cast a half Asian to play a full Asian. This is like white supremacy or something.
Right.
What movie was that?
There's a book called Crazy Rich Asians that they're adapting into a film. Like I think it's going to be on August or something.
Oh, awesome. That kind of reminds me of, it's funny you mentioned a movie called Crazy Rich Asians. The first thing that comes to mind is this one movie that came out in the early 2000s, which I actually kind of liked, called Better Luck Tomorrow. Really good fucking Asian movie.
Good movie.
Yes.
That was the movie that put Justin Lin on the map and made him direct like a billion Fast and Furious movies.
Fuck, the best ones in my opinion, but it was a good like honest, like intimate, like dissertation about the privileged and the knowingly privileged Asian teens going to what seemed like the most Asian area of all of LA. Like, I didn't see a single white guy there. And I was like, this is blowing my mind right now. I'm getting a peek into these people's worlds right now. You couldn't make that movie today now.
Yeah, that's a good movie.
People are so pedantic about like the smaller the finite details of everything. Like, first of all, you got to realize something about Hollywood right now, man. Like, the actress who complained about this, I have a question. Why the fuck didn't she show up for auditions? Why didn't you put your why didn't you cast your ballot in the lot? Why didn't you try hard? It's easy to sit by with a fucking verified check on Twitter and bitch about something. A lot of people are going to automatically agree with you anyway. People hate having their own opinions.
I think it was Jamie Chung. And I believe it's the same woman who was in Harry Potter.
Yeah.
She played Go Chang, I believe.
Yep, that girl.
And she was in the greatest movie of all time, Dragon Ball Evolution.
Oh, God. Jamie Chung. I don't miss you. Why is today on a fucking Happy Supremacy live stream the first time I heard your name in ages right now? That's how hard you are on my radar. God, I just hate this. And it's not like they care. Like I'm always hearing the complaining from the people that have a lot in their life already. It's just like, what if you did get that dream role? What if Hollywood decided to go against their entire white supremacy demagoguery and cast you? Would that make your life better? No, you would still be a complaining asswipe and annoying everyone on the internet.
Well, I said something before, like with the Oscars, the Oscars so white and all this other bullshit. If they actually get shit about the poor people, they'd have their show at a fucking homeless shelter.
Right. Exactly.
Instead of some exotic, amazing, you have to spend like 5 figures to even go inside the fucking building type of show. It's like, get the fuck out of here. You're talking about how, I'm for everybody. No, fuck you. You're not. You don't know what the fuck you're talking about. You have to work your ass off to get to where you're at. Or maybe some of them didn't, because some of them were, Nicolas Cage, who's part of the Coppola family or whatever. I mean, that guy fucking, come on, really? Come on.
Like, I remember the first time, going back to the Oscar so white thing, I remember when Jada Pinkett started complaining about that, and she was fucking filming that video in her mansion. Dude. Oh, look. Will Smith was nominated for an Oscar. You're telling me, really? I mean, never nominated for an Oscar ever. He was nominated for Ollie. He was nominated for Pursuit of Happiness. That was before the Oscar so white thing. So fuck you, man. Because I remember that year, that was the movie fucking Concussion came out, where he was the doctor who first discovered concussions and in football players, and that had a long-term effect. And I saw it. It was a pretty whatever mad movie. But I thought like the audacity that she had to sort of like release that video. I immediately thought about the South Park episode where all of like the black celebrities were just acting like posh assholes trying to play the race card. They were all rich and they all had like the fake British accent, whatever they talked, like Token had a DVD player and no one else had one in the town. They were just like, oh, you black people, we're gonna call you Richers. It's like, is there some sort of way we can kind of tell these guys that we don't want them in our town, sort of showing their affluence and making everybody upset? How about this lower cross T? We'll just light it ablaze and it'll signify that it's time for them to leave. And I'm just like, man.
Anytime you want a good kind of recollection of how life's going in society right now, South Park is a good way to know.
Oh, right. I mean, I don't watch like recent episodes or anything like that. I don't have cable. Like I just figure they're great mimics for society at large at hand, and I think they're one of the last great hopes Comedy Central has. Even fucking Key and Peele in their last days have started to get on my nerves.
Well, yeah, because they were sucking Obama's balls.
Oh my God, just man, it's like That's a black man. That's all we need. It's someone to represent us. And I'm just like
yeah, because a lot of their skits are great. I mean,
yeah.
that's a great show. But anytime they got political, you're just, you're like, these guys they don't understand what's going on.
Yeah.
They don't know.
Pretty much. it's like,
and I'll even say South Park, and I'll even say Tosh.0 is a great show because he'll go after everybody.
Yeah. And I appreciate that, but at the same time, it's like I've gone to the point where, like, even when it comes to approaching my pop culture media this day, I feel I'm sort of in that flux where I realize nothing surprises me anymore, and also just like, why is this an issue? What, like, okay, to go back on my Far Cry thing, right? Like I don't know if you guys are like into gaming or huge gamers or anything like that, but something really got on my nerves. Like the head editor in chief of Polygon, Ben Kuchera, had a review of Far Cry 5 where he awarded it a 6.5 for it not being the MAGA Trump bashing simulator that he built it up in his head to be.
Really?
Because the game is set in Montana, right? Very rural. Lots of the characters are very kind of redneckish, kind of honky tonk. A lot of trucker hats, and a lot of people who are proud of the Second Amendment, having guns and shit. And so people thought, like, this is time. This is going to be a commentary on our world it is today. No, it's just a video game. It's just a fucking video game at the end of the day. I mean, to be fair, when you're seeing the world today in its sort of politics covered glasses right now, even I couldn't help feeling like, oh God, Far Cry 5 is going to try to touch on some themes here. Oh God, we need that right now. Fucking Roseanne, she's going to be the first daring fucking TV show. All that shit these days, right? Like even the new fucking Purge trailer that came out today. Oh my God, but we'll get back to that. But it was refreshing to see sometimes whenever certain bits of media are built up to be like these boons for political discussion and sort of like an extension of progressivism, to find out they're just entertainment. I remember seeing Black Panther and getting out of it feeling like, oh, it was just a Marvel movie.
Yeah.
And I was okay with that. Okay, right. Far Cry 5, fun game. But
the reaction to Black Panther was really ridiculous. Like we went to, so I'm sorry to cut you off, but we went to Sean King. We went to see him speak for some reason.
Yeah, I saw your video about that. Talk to me about that. Yeah.
Yeah, and Black Panther was mentioned within like the first 2 minutes of him talking. I mean, Black Panther was great. It was great to see how war would be like if there were no Donald Trumps, if there were no racism.
That's exactly what he said.
Yeah, and it's like, dude, you have, like, in the beginning of the film, and I know you know what I'm talking about. Yeah. He fights one of the people that is like literally outcast because they don't like the way it's going on right now. You can't kind of consider them to be the racist because they don't like the way that they're working. How everything's working over there, or the tradition. Right. It's like, what about those people? Why are you gonna talk about them? Because they're not important.
Because fucking Sean King, I hate that guy so much, but where he succeeds is he knows he mastered the art of societal manipulation to a fucking T. I almost have to give it to him right now. He got you guys to show up in attendance to that. And you guys probably think he's cuckoo than Cocoa Puffs. And I think that same thing too, but like, here he is. He's a very successful blogger. I don't know how much he gets in speaking engagements right now, and he seems to know how to say the exact like perfect things to sort of like rile up tensions, man. I mean, he's even brave enough.
You know what sucks though? He writes for a website called The Intercept, and they have a really good like foreign policy and everything. Like they're really good on that. But he writes for them, and you're just like, oh my God, he writes for a news site that I like to look at, and it's every time I go on there, I'm like, Sean King works for these motherfuckers.
Because he has clout, because he has a name, because he's a financial investment, man. They'll get clicks on their website because like online journalism, for better or for worse, unless you kind of go indie at it, like it's kind of dying, with new media like this coming up. So they have to sort of like ensnare you with one way or another, man. And if you can get a whole, like take everyone that was at that Sean King speaking engagement, you will imagine, just kind of like a little like straw man or whatever. Imagine those amount of clicks on an Intercept page if you got those people in attendance to him and his fans just to read some whatever fucked up article how he says, I applaud the efforts of Antifa. You have to have a really fucking outlandish stance too. Yeah, he straight up says like, I applaud Antifa. Like,
yeah, that's fucked up, man.
It's like, good job.
Terrorist organization, basically, like a domestic.
Well, no,
terrorist.
the NRA is a terrorist organization.
Oh yeah, sorry, the National Racquetball Association.
Yeah, they're terrorists.
Oh God, fucking Jesus! Don't even. God, the motherfuckers who live in fucking Malibu who haven't seen a gun in all their lives. I can't stand these fucking people.
Well, Alyssa Milano.
What's up?
Like, because we're all from Texas, right?
Only in movies they've seen guns over there in California.
Oh yeah, God. It's like, you guys feel that way about that. Take every single firearm out of your movie for the next 10 years.
Right?
No more action movies. Let's have that right.
Let's go watch, let's make more martial arts movies if you all don't like guns. Let's just have people fight with fists, and kicks and all that,
To be honest with you, I think that'd be pretty badass, actually. Like, I'd like to see some more martial arts movies.
Make more John Wick. Just don't have the gun. Just make more John Wick.
No. I disagree with that. See, John Wick needs to have some fucking guns. John Wick needs to be shooting people in their heads and dick tips. That's all I want to see. John Wick.
Which one was better, the first one or the second one?
They're none are better. They are a companion piece of each other. They are one. If I watch one, I have to watch two afterwards. It's you can't. I don't think you can have one without the other, because I tried to play that game, like, which is better, and I'm just like, I could go back to one if I watch two first, but I'm just like,
what about the Raid? Have you seen the Raid?
Oh, come on, bro. Don't ask me these questions. Of course, I saw the Raid in the theater, man.
Oh, the second one. Oh,
yes.
What? Really?
Both of them.
Oh, fuck, man, you're lucky.
I saw the Raid 2. I don't mind fucking telling people about this. There was the one theater in Irving, Texas that did have it, which they show. This is like the one theater that actually shows like most of the Bollywood movies and stuff like that. Yeah. But they actually had it playing one weekend, the Raid 2. And one of the cool things I like about the Raid is that not only is it a badass action movie, but like I actually got like my friends into the movie also. Like my former roommate, who I used to do live streams with, like he's in the fucking movie, like, he's not in the movie. He's into movies as much as I am, and even he, as cynical as he is, even likes the Raid. And I was like, this is fucking badass. I love this. I got my girlfriend Wolfie, she loves the Raid, and she was just like, oh my god, yes, I love movies that have like the cross. I will have when action movies that have cross gender appeal. That's amazing. And I remember finally, I remember having the biggest, like, just, I really wanted to see the Raid 2 really bad. I found out this one theater was showing it, and I was like, we have to go see this on the big screen. And it was one of the best times ever in my life. I ate popcorn and had soda pop. It was awesome.
Wolfie's in the chat, actually.
Oh, yes. She's also in the bedroom. She told me she was going to do this.
Making sure you don't say anything. She's probably making sure you don't say anything bad, and then when you say something, she's gonna come here and smack you across the head.
Oh, she's not gonna do that. I'm not gonna say anything bad, man. I'm gonna be on my best behavior. I'm a good guy. I'm a good boy. But no, like I love the Raid movies, because the Raid in Gareth Evans and Iko Uwais and the guy that plays Mad Dog, they have showed the world. They have showed Hollywood how to do better action movies. And they say, hey, listen, you see how we're doing our fight scenes, doing wide angles, none of this fucking bullshit Bourne shaky cam shit? Mm-hmm. That's how we need to do them. Have you seen Captain America Winter Soldier?
I haven't seen that, actually.
Okay, if you watch Captain America Winter Soldier and Captain America Civil War, the guys that made those movies called the Russo brothers, and they're doing the new Avengers movie. I can't wait to see it. They said one of their many influences is newer action movies like The Raid. So when you see Chris Evans have a fight scene with like Bucky Barnes, I'm literally calling out straight up like choreographed shots that were in The Raid. I was like, holy fuck, this shit is intense. Oh my god, watch out for that fucking shield. Jesus. there's
nice. Yeah, that's nice if that's a huge influence. That's great.
Like I know if you've seen The Raid, there's a shot in Captain America Civil War where Bucky is on the run from the SHIELD agents, right? And he tells him to get out of here, and like a huge SWAT group comes and chases after him. Well, they have a really fucking crazy badass fight in like this winding downstairs stairwell, and there's a scene where Captain America, one of the SWAT guys, tries to kick Captain America. Captain America grabs his leg and swings the guy and hits his head on like a beam right next to it. I was like, that is pure Raid. That's the Raid. And you know they're gonna remake that though?
I'm sorry? Did
you know they're gonna remake The Raid?
Oh yeah, I heard about that. Yeah.
I hope it never happens.
Yeah, I know, right? Why? Like, why would you do that?
Like, it's because they know that there are people out there that don't like to read words on the bottom of screens, which I'm just like, I had no problem with that when I first saw this movie.
Yeah.
Like, not at all.
You don't really need to know what the plot is. All you need to know is this guy beats the shit out of this guy, and that's it. That's all you gotta know.
It's easy to say. Like, it's like, have you ever played fucking Donkey Kong? Hey, you have to get to the top of this level, and you're locked in here with a whole bunch of crazy motherfuckers, and all your friends are dead. Good luck. Good luck. That's The Raid.
And she actually knows Donkey Kong.
Yeah, I know. I'm like, I actually know something.
Oh, right on. That's fucking.
Yeah,
that's
so like with The Raid, and going back to even more old school, with like Jackie Chan and Jet Li movies. I mean, those are my thing. Jackie Chan and Jet Li. I mean, you name it, I've seen it.
I just got done watching some clips of Donnie Yen movies. No bullshit. Like, because me and my girlfriend, we were talking about and I'll get back around to this, but we were talking about this weekend how Conor McGregor's stupid ass fucked up UFC 223. I don't know if you know about that controversy. You probably don't care about
I heard about that. Yeah.
Yeah, he decides to interrupt a press conference or like a press meetup for a UFC bout this weekend by getting him and 20 of his goons to go in the parking garage and throw a huge like steel dolly through a bus window where like all the UFC fighters were on, and a couple dudes got their face cut up, and like two of the main cards had to get canceled. And Conor got arrested, and he can't leave the country.
Yeah, I think he was posted bail, right?
Yeah, he just did. But like the reason why we were talking about that, we were just like, man, like Conor is such a good MMA fighter. It's kind of a waste how you can be so fucking stupid. And we were going like, I think we were like kind of branched off and talking about like how movie fight scenes will incorporate MMA into them, and I liked that. More recently, I've been seeing Donnie Yen do that a lot now. Like he used to be more like the wushu boxing, like kung fu guy, but now he's doing arm bars and shit, and headlocks. And I was like, this is fucking awesome. I love you, Donnie Yen.
He did that in Flashpoint. He did that in what was that movie called? Killzone.
Yeah.
SPL.
Yeah.
SPL. Yeah. He's great, man. He pretty much took over where because it was like Bruce Lee obviously, and then Jackie Chan, and then Jet Li kind of took over a little bit.
Yeah.
Jet Li was kind of more popular in the late '90s, whatever, and then Donnie Yen took over after him. So yeah, Donnie Yen, all badass.
Yeah, but like I said, I thought it was really funny you mentioned like Jackie Chan. I was like, I was just watching Donnie Yen. Now I'm probably gonna watch like a slew of fucking awesome movies after this fucking stream right now. It's good. That's really cool. I'm glad I'm getting influenced by people.
Have you seen any of Jackie's newer movies?
I was curious about The Foreigner because I watched a few fight scenes from that, and I was just like, it's about time I've seen Jackie Chan do some Taken shit. Like, he's old enough to, and like, you know, a Taken style action, you know, the AARP action movie.
Yeah, I mean, don't expect like, you know, 5-minute set pieces. Like the fights are short, but they're great. Like, action's amazing.
What's your favorite Jackie Chan movie? Now that I'm thinking of now that we're on the subject.
By far, Police Story.
God damn it! I love this fucking guy. Shane. Shane, Nico, happy supremacy. Okay, we have to fucking hang like now I think an in-person conversation has to happen now. Like
we're not that far from each other. Just go do a real interview.
Yeah.
Yes.
Interview, but like
just hang out. Yeah.
I'm telling you, man, that one selfie we take is gonna blow up our little corner of the internet for like 5 minutes. It's gonna be amazing.
Wow.
So
all the bars we can go to.
Yeah, I know. Do I think more to go to drink?
Oh my god. No, okay. So I have a question to ask you, Miss Nika. What are you drinking?
Sauvignon Blanc. It's
what?
not. It's a white wine. It's like a really, really dry. I like to drink really, really dry wine because it doesn't have as much sugar in it, so I won't, gain weight. So
you just had a pizza.
True. It's gonna balance it out. See?
What the fuck? This isn't an hourglass. You done fucked your game up, man. You might as well start eating Pop Rocks and cookie dough now.
Oh, we ate really good the whole week. Come on.
I ate really good today, man. I know I don't know if you told everybody about this, but we're all on that fucking keto trend. Jesus.
We're like keto except for on the weekend.
I used to be keto on the weekend, or like kind of like I would have like one cheat meal on the weekend, and I'm probably I know damn sure I'm gonna do that on 420. Fuck that. I'm fucking my day. I'm having a bowl of Cookie Crisp the first day. I'm fucking it up.
We're actually going to a concert on 420.
Oh yeah,
yeah. The whole weekend's basically.
That whole weekend we're going to concerts. We're gonna be like dead on Sunday.
Where you go? Who are you guys gonna see?
On 420, we're gonna go to Happy Clouds. It's where Seven Lions is headlining.
Seven Lions. Is that like an EDM DJ? Okay. I had a song. I just know that name because I had a song on my Spotify playlist that had all the vocals. You know, they always have guest vocals. It had Who is the guy from AFI? Davey something or other. I know he did vocals on one song. What's up?
I don't know.
We don't know. That's weird. We should know.
Yeah, I know. We should know this.
What's going on?
Are you guys like huge like electronic music heads?
Yeah.
Were you guys like Candy Kids back in the day? It's
not really, actually. I
wasn't either.
I was actually more of like those stereotypical Linkin Park people.
So was I.
Well, no, I believe that. I believe that.
In Green Day too. I was Linkin Park and Green Day. Now I don't give a fuck about
me too, actually.
I don't care. I really don't care.
They suck now. So.
Well, Linkin Park is dead, so I don't give a damn what you say.
I mean, even though Chester died, they're saying they're still going to go on, which I don't know how that's going to go. Like how?
But even all their new albums like before that kind of sucked because they just went like I don't know.
Yeah, but Linkin Park was Chester. That was the only that was the main reason why you even gave a fuck about Linkin Park was his voice. That was the only reason.
Yeah, you know? he sounded like a shrieking banshee. I don't know if anyone can replicate that.
Dude, whenever he would scream, it was like, wow, that guy can scream. You know,
he sounded like he had a hurt back whenever he was screaming, or like he stubbed his toe. But like, yeah, it's signature Linkin Park sound. But I don't like.
And then when he was in the Saw movie, he was definitely screaming.
Oh, I remember. Wow, he was in Saw.
any of those movies.
I saw every single one except for the newest one because
I feel like I'm very behind.
I did. The only reason why I did it was because I used to write for I wrote for a website that reviewed movies, and I was like, I'm gonna watch every Saw movie because I'm gonna review every single one.
You were a good writer. Why don't you write anymore?
And so I watched them all. And why? Like the first one, in my opinion, is the best one.
I hated the first Saw movie. I'm sorry. I'm not trying to hate on people who like the Saw. I know it has a fan base, and I'm past the point where I'm scratching my head as to why that's the case. But
I didn't say that I like the Saw movies. I'm just saying out of all of them, the first one was my favorite. I didn't say it was a masterpiece. I'm just saying if I had to choose one, I'd watch the first one.
Here's what I'll say. Here's what I'll concede. Saw was one of those movies that I thought the ending saved it. I was like, this shit is so fucking dumb. And then you see a body in the middle of the room it's raise up. I was like, that's good. That's good. And then
that guy has some breathing control because he's like, okay, I can't show any movement at all to indicate I'm still alive.
And like, how are you not at least like hysterically laughing when you see Cary Elwes fucking hacking his own fucking leg? I would just be just laying there just like
Dude,
and then he finally wakes up. And then he finally wakes up. It's like, go ahead. Sorry.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm sorry. The horror movies can sometimes be like the funniest things ever, especially if it's like a bad movie. Like if it's a really good horror movie, then you're legit freaked out. Like what's a movie we went to that was a horror movie that was scary? What was it called?
I don't know. No, all of them are scary to me, but then you're laughing, so I don't understand.
What was the movie we watched in the theater that was a scary movie?
To me?
Yeah. No, we went to see in the theater recently.
Annihilation, but that was a sci-fi movie.
Oh yeah, Annihilation.
That was really scary to me. I guess I get scared easily.
Yeah.
Oh, so that's a good movie? I've heard people say that movie sucked, but I know critics liked it. But
no, here's the reason why I can see, well, not see, but here's the reason why I think people say it sucked is because not enough happens. They're probably expecting jump scares. They're expecting something to happen every 2 seconds.
It's not like a horror. It's not supposed to be a horror movie.
I know that's the whole point. It's not supposed to be a horror movie. It just has horror elements.
Very deep though. Like,
yeah, there are moments in that movie that are legit like, what the fuck is going, like, not like in a bad way, but like, holy shit, that's crazy. Like there's a part towards the end of the movie where one of the girls, she's like flipping the fuck out. She's like, where is this person? Blah, blah, blah. Not to give anything away, but then you see the creature and you're like, oh my God, that thing looks fucking crazy. Like the creature effects are great. The special effects are great. Natalie Portman's okay, but I mean, the movie overall is great. And, and like I was saying before, and to spaz out again, it had 5 female leads. No one says a fucking thing. Like, come on, feminism, let's go.
I know, right? It's not about being happy in feminism. It's just about having a say with the narrative. Like I've never seen a feminist have a good day on the internet. It doesn't happen. They just share their discontent and their discomfort with the world. This is how they heal and cope.
I need to ask a question then. Are you
blocked
by Sophie Hagen yet?
Yes, I am.
What, you're a fellow Nazi.
Yeah.
5,000 Nazis blocked by Sophie Hagen.
Someone's gonna take this part out of context and say we're praising Nazis.
Oh my God!
Like message us saying like, that you're Kappa supremacy, but I think you're actually white supremacy. Blah blah blah. I'm like, really, you're gonna take that seriously?
Yeah, we're white supremacy. Yeah, come on, really, come on.
You know what's so funny about Sophie Hagen? It's like I'm a big dude myself. Like, full disclosure, like me and my girlfriend were big dudes, but we're big dudes. We're big people. It's like we're big people, but at the same time, like we're both like keto dieting. We're both like trying to make ourselves like better and shit like that. And it's people like her that just frustrate me to no end right there, because it's just like nothing is worse than a famous person having a platform to give nothing but bad ideas to people. and like, I know it's going to be kind of hard for you guys to do, but like, if you have your free time, go look up Sophie Hagen stand up on YouTube. And look at, oh my God, look at the like to dislike bar. She doesn't. Oh man, none of it's good.
A comedian. How can you be a comedian and then block people for that kind of thing?
I don't know.
That sensitive, like.
Well, here's another example of that, and it pertains to Owen Benjamin, who's been
suspended permanently.
Yeah.
Live streams, I guess, for a month, or whatever. But Anthony Jeselnik, who is apparently the I can say whatever I want. Oh, I'm edgy. I say some cringy shit.
Amy Schumer's ex. Yeah.
Yeah, but he's another stand-up comic, and
is he from the U.S.?
Yeah, and I've seen him stand-up. He's legit funny, and he says some stuff that you're like, you couldn't say that. I mean, he says it now, but I mean,
yeah,
he says if he was like Owen Benjamin saying that, he'd be getting shit on all the time. But
is he like from like a long time ago, or
no? He's now like he says it's a lot of dark humor, a lot of stuff you're not allowed to say type of shit. But then he goes on Twitter and tells Owen, you know what? You're a third-rate piano comic, and you say a lot of bad things. I don't like what you're saying.
That guy.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, the shit you say, like, who the fuck are you to tell Owen Benjamin what the fuck he's supposed to say or not? Who are you?
He has about 60,000 more fucking followers, and that's like social currency this day. I'm telling you, man, when these blue checks get on their high horse and tell people these things, you have to think about where the fuck they'd have to be in that moment in time with their phone. They're sitting there fucking popping some, Orville Redenbacher standing in front of their microwave, and they just have this one bright idea in their head. NRA is a fucking terrorist organization. 30,000 likes and shit like that. And it's just like they're aware of the power they have, and like they're like their social media following, and they're just so aloof with it. It's just like, I know I can abuse this. Like I said, I don't mind them having a platform. I just think they've had it. I think the wrong kind of people have had it dominated for way too fucking long. And it's just like Sophie Hagen, one of these days, man, like her days will be numbered when enough people find out she isn't funny. Because I think the world, with like the Count Dankula situation, especially right with his pug, I think the world is ready for like just 2018 has to be the time where everyone just said they pressed the brakes and they just said, fuck it, we need to get back to offending more fucking people right now. Like, people's feelings need to be heard a little bit right now. If it means me being deplatformed off of the social media or something like that, or just because it's only gonna grow in time, man. Like, you can't just expect kicking, like, you can't expect to just keep kicking people and cutting off their like financial avenues and kicking them off of social media for the longest time without some sort of pushback, like the fact that I'm seeing Jimmy Kimmel now get so bent out of shape and has shit so under his skin from what fuckers on Fox News are saying about him now, as opposed to just doing a goddamn late night show, should say something. I mean, it's just like
the same guy that was on the Man Show.
Yeah. Oh man. Now girls jumping on
Comedy Central didn't give a fuck.
Oh yeah, it's him and Adam Carolla, and imagine Jimmy Kimmel about 100 pounds heavier. He looked more like Fred Flintstone back in the early 2000s.
You know the fucked up thing too about that show is when they like Adam Carolla and Jimmy Kimmel left. Replaced them? Joe Rogan and Doug Stanhope, and they were considered the bad hosts. And now you're looking back like, man, I want Joe Rogan and Doug Stanhope to be a host again.
Here's the thing, right? I hate how people are now sort of getting punished for shit they say like maybe 5 or 10 years ago, and you realize like it's all like there's this one guy, I think he wrote for The Atlantic a couple days ago. He was trending. I don't follow his work. What's his name? Kevin Williamson. I thought it was the writer of Ally McBeal they were talking about, but no, it's actually like a writer for The Atlantic, because he made a comment like 4 years ago on a podcast saying that women who abort their babies should be hung, but it was on a podcast 4 years ago and no one really cared. until Media Matters dug it up, and then it forced the Atlanta to fire him. And I'm just like, guys, like how are we not fucking up Jimmy Kimmel for girls dancing on trampolines? That's how juvenile Nico, the man show was. It was just like, we're men, we're chauvinists, see these girls with big boobs, and we have beer. Yeah.
See, that was the whole point of the show, though. It was supposed to be that type of, stupid, boyish, who gives a fuck type of humor. That was the whole point.
It was like, and I'm just like sitting here. It's just like, man, I hate how people are starting to use the past now to just be like, I regret some of the choices I made back then, and maybe the things I did back then were sort of lit myself to be complicit to rape culture. Fill in the blank, whatever fucking actor. Like Molly Ringwald is trending now because she's talking about her old John Hughes movies and how maybe they were like the catalyst for bad behavior going forth. And I'm just like, no one watched The Breakfast Club and thought it was okay to rape people. Like, you fucking.
It's like they have such low expectations of people. I don't know. Like,
yeah. And she wasn't thinking about any of that when she was getting that massive paycheck.
Yeah. And she was just like, and like she was trying to make excuses for like where she was back then in her life. She said it came up when she was like trying to show her kids some of her old movies, and sort of, I guess maybe watching them kind of felt some type of way. I mean, let's be weird. Let's be honest. In the 80s, if I'm being honest, some movies I'll see in the 80s right now, I'll just be like, wow, this is fucking PG rated. What?
Yeah, I know, right?
like
we were watching. Like I watched Planes, Trains, and Automobiles.
We watched that. We watched that around Christmas time.
Yeah, and I think that's a PG movie, and there were some cuss words.
It's an R-rated movie.
Yeah, he says "fuck" like what 15 times, and it's PG.
No, it's R. It's R. It's an R movie.
Excuse me, I'm wrong. Oops.
No. I think it's. I'm not trying to be a dick. I found that funny that you mentioned that because I actually like read something about that a long time ago, like how 80s movies seem to get away with more shit. But apparently John Hughes wrote that to see if the censors would care if there was just one scene where they're just used a whole bunch of profanity, and apparently they did. Because otherwise, like I was just like, you mean to tell me that Planes, Trains, and Automobiles is just as bad as the Human Centipede now. Like,
I have mentioned that movie.
Yeah, like that movie's like nowadays that movie's considered like tame.
That movie's I've never seen it, but I've read the synopsis, and I'm just like, that's the worst thing I could ever think of.
There's 3 of them.
Why? Who wants to watch that?
The second one is probably the worst.
You seen 2 of them? Oh my God.
I saw the first one and I was just more like I kind of prided myself for how fucking bad it was gonna be, and then I ended up kind of being bored. The second one is about a guy who is a fan of the original movie. Like it's kind of set in like its own meta universe. So he's so obsessed with the movie that he decides to become like a serial kidnapper, and he kidnaps like 50 random people to make one big fucking centipede.
Oh, ew. Oh my
That's
God,
crazy.
why? What?
And it's oh God, it gets horrifying and gross and disgusting. And there's a scene where like a guy, he's so turned on by it, he starts to like jerk himself off with sandpaper and barbed wire. I'm not bullshitting you.
That's the worst thing I've ever heard.
I'm so sorry. It's okay. It's better you hear it than to watch it.
Yeah,
you know what's funny though? I'd probably watch it and I'd probably be laughing if I watched it.
That's because you're a weirdo.
Yeah.
It's like you'd probably watch it and laugh. I was just more like, I sat there, I was like, why? Just why? Why? What is the makeup department thinking right now? What is
they're probably thinking that check better fucking clear.
It better. Like I'm thinking about all those actors that pretend to have to do ass to mouth.
Oh yeah. Hey, it's a job. It puts food on the table.
I guess it does, man. But like, I'm in the back of my mind, I'm just like, how can you do that? Like, what? Like, there's a point where I have to ask myself, is this even art? I suppose it is, but is this supposed to entertain people, or is this just shock for shock value? Like, I remember I kind of came across that one kind of question where I was at. I saw a movie. Have you seen a movie called The Serbian Film?
What was it called?
A Serbian Film.
No. What's that?
That sounds.
Oh boy. Let's just say this right now. It's, I would say, probably worse than the Human Centipede because of like the Human Centipede because of the tone, but it's okay. What could be worse? A Serbian film could be worse. It's it's a horror movie, and it hurt my soul. And it's probably one of the more effective horror movies that I've seen.
Okay. Like the first sentence of the synopsis, and I'm just okay. Yeah, I can kind of. Okay.
It's I saw the whole thing one day, and here's what's so bad about it. It's such a it has good production value, and it's for what it's worth. It's well written enough for me to not turn it off when I feel like I should. And I'm just like, why am I still watching this? Oh, what are you about to do with that baby? Oh no!
What or how did or was that on like
no?
Like how did you watch that? Because now I feel like
Pirate Bay is when I first saw it, and that was about years ago. I thought about buying the Blu-ray, but then like because I'm on a kick now where I'm sort of trying to trade out my old DVDs and buy them as Blu-rays and get like a Blu-ray collection started. But I thought about actually buying it just to add to my collection. I probably won't even take it out of the plastic now that I'm thinking about it because I'm having PTSD about that movie because it's so.
Maybe I shouldn't watch them because I like get traumatized by like stuff that you think is funny. So maybe I shouldn't even watch it.
It's here's why it's like there's like transgressive movies that they're just made to just gross you out, and that doesn't really like fuck me up. Like there's a whole bunch of movies people talk about like Inside and Martyrs, Frontiers. It's like super graphic and gory, but like I feel like that level of notoriety sort of overtakes the movie. It doesn't really scare me as bad, but like a Serbian Film, I was just like, this is wrong. It really gets under my skin. And I'm just like, this is, It's all, I almost applaud it because like, this is what a horror movie should do. It should make me feel fucked up. Yeah. I can't watch a horror movie these days. Like modern Hollywood horror these days is pretty tame to me. And I don't expect to really be scared. I'm just like, be thrilling at least, be engaging, have a good plot. Serbian Film, yeah.
Is it like one of those films that makes you feel like, how could someone even think this up? Like, how do they even come up with this story?
Yeah, that and like you gotta applaud it because like it's a well-directed movie. The actors make it look like they're real. Okay, I'll like. Not to spoil anything, but I'll tell you about one particular scene that fucking happens in the movie, okay? I'll just tell you what you expect to look at. The main actor who decides to be a part of this movie to be paid a vast amount of money for like his family and shit like that because they're about to go broke or whatever. He just can't ask the producer what his particular film is about. He's a porn actor. Well, in one particular scene, he gets he finds out that not everything's on the up and up with this producer. So much like where his goons kidnap him and they inject him with this agent that it's like bull Viagra. Like they actually straight up say like it's gonna make you so virile you can't do anything but fuck. And he's just like, no, don't make me fucking do this. And like he has like a rager, and they like he has a raging hard on, and the guys like push him into a room, and there's this woman who's like tied up and she's on the bed, like handcuffed to the bed. She's like crying, and he has an earpiece in his ear where the producer tells him like, hey, listen, this bitch right here, she's a fucking crazy whore. Her fucking husband went out to the military and she fucked a whole bunch of guys. You fucking treat her like she deserves to be treated. So the guy, like the actor, like almost like a zombie Frankenstein, like he can't control himself, mounts the woman, goes to town on her, and what he sees beside the bed when the guy tells him is a fucking machete. He says, now kill this bitch, fucking kill. And he whacks her fucking head off, and her body is still moving while he's like attacking her. And I'm like, wow, I can't. And I'm just like, I'm horrified. This movie is meant to make me feel something.
Wow. I don't think I can handle it.
So
I'm telling you. What's up?
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No. I was snorting. I sinuses. Go ahead.
So what I want to go ahead and mention is that on the chat, Viral Bunny just donated $15 to us on Patreon.
Oh shit.
But I think the main reason why they wanted it is that they did that is because they want us to watch the movie, a Serbian film.
Oh God. No, look, I'm gonna just tell you right now, they did this, they said this line when they were marketing the Wes Craven movie Last House on the Left. They put it all over the posters. They said, you just need to tell yourself it's just a movie. It's just a movie. But like, it's when you're dealing about the subject matter of a guy who used to be in porn, like they pull out all the stops, all right? Like, you know, there's already like lots of, like, it's a very sex-centered movie, but when you make it a horror movie, and it's about as how can I explain it? It's effective and exploitative to like the 10th degree, in my personal opinion. Like, I don't know if I could rewatch mostly anything, and I'll probably find myself watching it again sometime soon, but I'm almost in admiration of it, because it's just like, I'm a pretty harsh critic of things right now, and these filmmakers knew what the fuck they were doing. They weren't out of step with any writing or edits or anything.
It looks like the person that is in the movie that is the main person. I think he also directed it, and I think he also co-wrote the film too and produced it.
So he's
so that guy was like behind everything.
I guess so, man. I don't know who was like all behind it. I knew they were doing. I remember they were promoting the film around the time I saw it was when they were promoting it like on in like the festival circuit, like the horror movie stuff, like South by Southwest and everything, and it incurred a shit ton of controversy globally. Like some movies, like some countries just straight up just ban the movie. They won't rate it, but deservingly. I mean, I'm not saying it deserves to be banned or something like that, but I will say, like, I don't necessarily think I need to see it again, but I don't regret having seen it because it's for a movie with its content as horrible as it is. I'm applauding how gripping it manages to be, you know, which is something. What's up?
I was just gonna say, like, that's pretty impressive though, that they can hold a story out that like it's actually a good story that you could watching it, even though it's that horrifying.
Yeah, because like it starts off like this guy, like it's like the beginning of the movie, I think sort of like opens up with like a show reel of all of his movies. He's like the Eastern European John Holmes, you know, but then like you see him like in his normal life playing with his son. He has like a wife, he has like a nice domestic family, and you see like the son is you know, he's doing like, I think like has like piano lessons or goes to private school or something like that, you know, and the wife is kind of telling them like, you know, like it's gonna kind of get a little hard and stuff like that. And his idea is like he stepped away from the porn world to kind of be more of a family guy, but his wife knew about his career and shit like that enough to be like, hey, listen, this is all for our financial security in the future. So like when he's initially enticed by this rich producer to like do it because it's like for art, it's for experimentation, he's offered like a sum of money that he's told like his kids' grandchildren will be secure. So he's just like, why not? It sounds fishy, but it's it should be something interesting. And he ends up going down like a proverbial Alice in Wonderland rabbit hole, and he basically willingly signs his life away to hell. To a grindhousey exploitative hell, and I'm just like, oh man,
that's like the definitive definition of what you would do to protect your family. Like he would do pretty much anything.
So you're just like, you're already in the dude's corner, and it's like and it's not like it's a movie that doesn't know all the bad shit it's showing is bad. It's portrayed as such. Like whenever like a character like. Whatever, like his, like whatever, like the main character witnesses something fucked up, or like he's forced to do something, he's like, "No, what the fuck? No, you're crazy." Yeah. Until they have to drug him and do fucked up things to him, and it's, it'll desensitize you for some shit.
Yeah. So yeah, we're gonna watch it sometime, probably. I don't know.
We'll have to do it this weekend and do a reaction.
Yeah, we're gonna.
Oh God!
For life.
Yeah.
Oh my God! You're gonna fuck. I have a feeling if you watch that shit, you're gonna block me on Twitter.
It's not we're not that fucked up.
Oh my God!
Miguel didn't make us watch this movie.
The only people I block on Twitter are people I've had people try to dox me before. That's the only people I block.
Whoa! What the fuck? Like, why would people do this? Wait,
it's the people from our Happas. I've gotten 2 or 3 people try to dox me, like for real try to dox me. So I had to block them. But those are the only people. I don't block like annoying people or anything like that. But,
is that like that's like a Reddit or subreddit?
Yeah, they hate me because I don't think that my dad is a white supremacist for marrying my Asian mom. Like that's
yeah. Literally, because we both have a white dad, we're automatically products of white supremacy. There's no ands, ifs, buts about it. That's it.
Wait. So, okay. Like,
our dads are racist. That's it. That's all. That's it. There's no other explanation. Our dads, because they're white, that's it. Because they're Asian, and that's all you need to know. That's it. No, they love each other. None of the other bullshit. They all toxic bullshit that they throw around. It's all stupid.
So let's unpack this a little bit, okay? Because this is kind of strange to me. You're a part of a subreddit called R Happus, and I actually did my Googles.
Part of it.
They found us.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know how, but they found us.
They found you guys, and I actually did my Googles not too long ago, and I found out what Happa was. It's basically it's a biracial Asian person, or like half white, half Asian person. Okay, so they're mad at you guys because your dads are white.
Yeah, and we don't like condemn them.
What the fuck? What kind of wait? Why would you? Okay, so basically it sounds to me like the same shit that's going on with like the feminists and all the other regressives in life. They hate themselves so bad that they have to externalize to a whole bunch of people that just probably don't give a fuck. They probably don't mind their Western sounding surnames or love their going over their parents' house where everything is okay. Because, maybe they were, love children of the Vietnam War and you guys weren't, I don't
understand. And then, I don't even know. They found me when I was, like I didn't have very many followers or anything, and they just started, attacking me.
Oh,
and
God.
They were like, that your dad is racist, right? And I'm like, what are you talking about? And then, that's how I found out about that.
Yeah.
I was like, your dad's a racist. Like, what does that make your dad? Oh, do you know him?
Yeah,
you probably don't.
But they really praise it if the dad is Asian and the mom is white. They
Oh yeah, that's fine. That's
really good with that.
That's 100% cool.
I was like, okay, I guess the fucking Asian guy knows how to Mac, I guess, because I mean, don't be fucking mad at me. It's like, how are you gonna be? How are you gonna be mad at like how someone like? That's what I don't get. That's what I don't get about the whole regressive like mindset, where it's just like, do you know that you're a part? Listen, I'll make fun of just about every single race. I think they can all fucking get it. Any race, any religion, or whatever. But sometimes when I just think it just doesn't make sense when you actively engage in anti-white racism and then, excuse me, you give all the reasons why you say anti-white racism is a fucking myth. Like you talk out of two sides of your mouth, and it's so unbelievable. It's like, there is no you can't be racist against white people. It's wrong. It was like, what if we're talking about proximity? Say like there's one white person and a group of niggas see that one white person and all decide to fuck with them and say, hey, look here, honky, get the fuck out of here, honky, 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 honky. Yeah. We can't be racist against white people, honky. Like, what? It's I was just like, man, keep it up. Keep it up. You're gonna make the alt-right reach Super Saiyan levels in a fucking minute.
Well, I mean, you can make the argument that that's the reason why Donald Trump's our president, because of all the fucking bullshit that's going on right now.
Fuck yeah! I always told people at the end of the day, I think one of the greatest things about the Donald Trump presidency was, I guess, like the movement and the groundswell behind him getting elected, as opposed to like him himself, like the man, because 2018 and 2017 made me sort of realize something, because like I voted for the guy, but at the same time I also realized, like, man, sometimes I like some of the shit you say, but sometimes you give me a fucking headache, Donald. And this is what I was willing to do right now, just to fight back against all the fucking armchair, blue-haired armpit feminists out there who make my fucking head hurt. All the body positivity, Black Lives Matter, fucking Islam truck of peace fucking assholes. I'm willing to go against my better judgments and fucking elect the guy who elect the fucking rich guy from New York to be a president. That's what you made me do. This is you guys have driven me off that cliff, and it's 2 years into his presidency, and they don't see the error of their ways. I will do this shit again in 2020. Don't tip me.
So kind of going back to the Arhapas, Hi, I Think I'm Real has a video that basically explains to Arhapas, what that whole subreddit is. So you can check that out.
Oh, Hi, I Think I'm Real. He's a good character. He's like a couple of our tweets. Okay, awesome. Yeah, wasn't like you and Romy Millennial? Wasn't like Romy Millennial kind of like talking about that or something? Is she like?
Or she like talked to people like, okay, well. Like when they started attacking me, then she started like attacking them, and then they just kind of were like, didn't know what to say to her because her dad is Asian and her mom's white. So then they didn't really have anything to say about that, but they still hate her just because she's a conservative.
Yeah, because of the politics.
God damn it. I don't even know what that means. I don't even know what that means anymore. Like, or no, I don't even know why people try to like stick up and have their arguments. It's like, it's almost becoming too taxing and exhausting to have like a logical like debate with people sometimes. Sometimes I just want to be a dickhead and just curse you out now. Sometimes I want to hurt your feelings today. I don't want to be a grown up. I want to say, you know what? You're just jealous because their mom and dad both hugged them and kissed them on the cheek, and your mom was probably just some Thai hooker somewhere, and you don't know who your father is. You hate them because you hate them because you hate them.
Yeah.
I always say anytime that you have to bring up someone else's racial privilege right there, it's jealousy. It's jealousy. Like that. Like there's no other way you could give so much of a fuck about white privilege or whatever the hell. Like, I'm just like, I don't care. I can have anything a white person has. Look at my bank account. I'm okay.
Like half of the argument for our Hapas is like, it's mostly men, like Asian men who are just like, oh, but there's like a stereotype that, like Asian men are like as good as white guys or something because a lot of Asian girls go to Asian men or to men. So then but I'm like, that's just, I don't know, like that's just being jealous, right?
Yeah, maybe that's their preference. Maybe they just prefer white men. Who knows?
Yeah, that has nothing to do with like white supremacy or anything.
Yeah.
So they're just super salty. It's just like, this is what you're gonna do. Like, I mean, this is what happens. It's like, so you're gonna get on the fucking internet, you're gonna get on Reddit right now and get mad at me? You're original. How many people in the galaxy do that? They fucking give their grievances on Reddit about something. Ooh, your dad's white.
I know, but I used to like think they were a joke or whatever, but then they started like spamming my Ask FM and starting saying like, I know where you live and stuff. I'm like, okay, this is like getting creepy. I can't.
Yeah.
I had to delete my Ask FM because they were threatening to dox me.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, that's really not cool. I can't play that doxing shit, man. Like, oh well. I'm glad. I thought I like how you guys presented that story. I didn't expect to hear like that much kind of controversy. I was like, wow. I thought like that was just like a thing that a whole bunch of half Asian people get to converse with, and no other people who are just like them. No, no, just more salt mining.
Yeah, basically, it's just like a bunch of people being butthurt about nothing.
Yeah, that's the whole reason why hyper supremacy is even around, because it's basically us fucking with them because, you know.
Yeah, because they're like, and then I take it seriously. They're like, what do you do for half Asians? And we're like, do you understand the concept that we're making fun of you or not?
Yeah, it was like
that's the whole point of the name.
Yep. I mean, it sounds like pretty great to me. I was just like, I was kind of caught back by this name. I was like, Hapa supremacy. What is this? I need to know more about this philosophy. These people.
Like, what did I agree to? What the fuck am I getting myself into?
No. It's all good, man. I think that's a dope ass thing. I was like, oh, okay, awesome. You know. Like, I want to let you guys know that you guys together right now makes one Asian out of maybe like the past 5 years I've actually had a conversation with. I don't know why I feel I have to make that a point of the conversation, but it's like
we make one Asian and one white person. So
I know that's so weird. That's so awesome right now. Like what? That nasty shit.
Why? What's bad?
It's not bad. It's not
a Serbian film. It's not that.
All right.
It's not that, but it's one of those movies where it's just like I watched it one time, and I don't think I need to watch it again. It's great. It's a great oneer. It's one movie that I'm just like the final 15 minutes of that shit just has me just like.
You know what's funny though about that is that even though you're like that, at the same time you're like, that was satisfying because that was the whole point of the movie, wasn't it? Where she's basically trying to get revenge on this dude.
Yeah, it's like this guy. It's I'll tell you right now, all the bitches in the Me Too movement would love that movie because it's about like a man who wants to like. He's a TV producer that holds fake auditions for a girlfriend, and he actually likes her, but the bitch has issues. Like he stuck his dick in crazy, and she fought back. And,
legit crazy. Like wow, like you were saying, the last 50 minutes, you're just like, what is she gonna do? Like, what the fuck is she gonna do to this guy?
But as far as like suspense thrillers and like Asian horror movies, like while I like Takashi Miike. I do think sometimes he has a penchant to kind of like going so far off the deep end that I'm just like I can't. Like he had a movie called Ichi the Killer, which I know a lot of people love.
Yeah, it's very stylized.
I didn't really dig it that much. I was just like, this is pretty horrifying, but like I wasn't engaged by. I'm more a fan. I like South Korean horror movies, like those movies, like The Old Boys and Lady Vengeances, and I Saw the Devil is my shit. Like I love that movie.
Yeah.
Where did Nico go? You look at you drink. What are you having a fucking brownie? What's that?
Yeah.
Was that from Domino's? Look at your ass. Oh, I can't.
Pizza Hut.
Pizza Hut. Fuck, I miss brownies. I'm going hardcore keto for real, man. Don't put that in my face. I'll shut my TV off.
Like right next to us, you put it right in his face, like get out of my face.
I know, right? I'm like that. I'm like that at my job. Like this woman, it was like her birthday, and they had a whole bunch of like 2 cakes in the break room. And one of the things I hate about being a big guy at work, or just being a big guy, period. This is fucking Texas, okay? I think we possess, out of the 10 fattest cities in the country, Texas has 2 of the cities. So it's just I hate when people have to like offer. Don't, just because I'm a big guy, don't offer me food. Don't do that. Don't be a guy. Don't be that person at my desk. It's like, hey Mike, we're having cake in the break room. You can have some if you like. And I'm just like, get the fuck away from me. I have my headphones in. Don't talk to me. My music is so up.
There's like this meme where that says if you have like a small headphones, it means like you can talk to me, but I have to take them off for what's up. And then you have like those like, you know, the regular stereo headphones where you're like, I'm not gonna talk to you, so don't even try. And then there's one that like real big. It's like, get the fuck away from me. Don't even try to talk to me. I'm gonna fucking kill you.
See, right? Okay, I don't know. I'm like that all the time though. Like, people try to talk to me at work, and I'm sorry, I have no idea what you're saying. Let me take out my headphones.
I was like,
I literally walk around like that.
Like I have my music is loud. I crank my shit up, and you're looking at me just like you're just like.
Yeah.
Like, it's like you don't be thick, Janet. Like listen. Email me if you need to talk to me, man. Like,
I might check it. I might check my email.
It's so bad. I don't know if you guys have IM, but I'll just IM the person next to me, even though I sit right next to them because I don't want to talk to them.
I like the people at my job. I guess that's one saving grace. Like I really do like my coworkers. It's a good thing. It kind of makes like the whole like 8-hour day go by, but at the same time, it's just like it's mostly like a lot of females work there, and I'm hearing them like having to worry about their diet woes, and I'm just like, oh man. And plus they're talking about kids, and they blame them for why they can't get fit because like I'm making dinner for my kids and my husband, he's away, he's a truck driver, and sometimes when I just get kids Happy Meals, that's just all I can do. I'm just like, I don't give a shit. I don't stop.
What about the body positivity movement? Yeah, tell me what's up.
God. Oh man, body positivity. God, Jesus Christ.
That's the problem.
What's up?
The body positivity movement is just taking it too far. That's the main problem. Like, you can be positive about your body without being like, yes, I want to like promote the way I look. You know what I mean? Like, if you're unhealthy, you should promote that as the standard. But
because here's the thing, right? Like the body positivity movement is only helped by it's sort of like bolstered by feminism. You don't see any guys talking about body positivity. Let me meet that one fat motherfucker talking about my body is my size and you're going to love me for that. I'm going to punk your ass out. I'm going to find you and I'm just going to be like, hey, fucker, won't you nut up? Stop acting like a fucking loser. These fat chicks don't want to have sex with you. That's something I also realized too about the hypocrisy behind the body positive movement. Okay, like to kind of like understand my background a little bit. Like it's a weird crossroads, right? Because I unapologetically tell people it's like I gotta admit I like bigger women. It's I mean I'm a big guy, so I feel like it's sort of like it kind of like matches, but. The problem about that is like now I'm starting to see like in public right now, like you were just talking about, like how body positivity is sort of like gone so far to the left and like gone so over the top right now where people are like actively disregarding their own health in the name of looking pretty and shopping at Torrid. That's what I hate. And that's one of the cool things I like about me and my girls. We've found like a good happy balance where it's just like, listen, we know what kind of got us here in our size and shape or whatever like that. We gotta like you know, it's not good having not good progress reports going to our doctor's office, and it's only gonna like wear on us like more in time in the future. Like we're both in our 30s right now. We should have took care of this shit like when we were in our 20s, but it's better like, you know, late than never. And thankfully, that's one of the cool things about doing keto. I dropped 40 pounds since January. And my girlfriend is almost hitting her 20-pound mark. And like, while she tries to get hard on herself, talking about like, I haven't lost as much weight as you, it's like, it's visible. I see that you're losing the weight, and that's a good thing. Because I always say like you were going back on like the whole Sophie Hagen thing, right? She's blocked by us. And one of the cool things about Sophie Hagen is like people like her sort of helps like with our drive about getting our, you know, like our bodies right and better. Like, because I'm at this point right now where I'm ready to treat fast food like member berries. I'm just like, say, hey, you remember chicken nuggets? Yeah. I remember. You remember? Nico, have you never heard of member berries?
Mm-mm.
Oh God, it's another South Park thing. It's
I don't know why, but like I don't know very much about South Park, even though I feel like I would like that show better, but I know all about Family Guy, which I don't.
Family Guy fell the fuck off, man. Family Guy was hot like 15 years ago. That's saying something. 15. Wow, that's a long time. 15 years ago. Holy shit. But no, like remember, like for like a point of reference, member berries. It was sort of like a jab at like conservative America, like when it first started on South Park. And member berries are like these like little grapes that all have itty bitty little faces and mouths on them. And they all have like this really like shrunken voice. And they keep talking about just random nostalgia that they remember from their past, in which they want to keep things like, you know, the way they remember them, like they used to be. And they were just like, just anything from your past that you remember could be a member berries line. Anything from your formative years as a child growing up that you can talk to anybody about. Like an example, like, it's like, hey, you remember yo-yos? I remember yo-yos. Do you remember the slip and slide? I remember the slip and slide. Hey, do you remember Rocco's Modern Life? I remember. That's how I have to treat, like, going back to like the whole body positive thing. That's how I had to treat like that's how I've gone to treating junk food now. It's just like, oh, I remember fruit roll-ups. You know, like it's but yeah, it's so funny. Like right before like the stream started, like in my suggestion page, there was like a fat cringe compilation, and I'm just like, if I see a man, let me find one man with a mallet trying to destroy a weight scale. Let me find one, like, and I realize like the whole idea about that whole shit is just like, please, can you have to love me for my size? Like, no, I don't. No one has to do that for you.
Everybody has preferences. You don't have to.
Yeah.
There are like you were saying, you know, you're more into big women. There are guys out there who they prefer bigger women. What's the problem with people who don't like that? You know?
Kind of like the same thing about the whole gender thing, because, you know, like there was that whole thing going around before that, like, if you don't like transgender women and you're a man, then that means that you're transphobic and stuff. It's like,
I hate to say that. I hate to say that. This is one of those only on the fucking internet rules. Okay, if you were to ask me, if you were to have an IRL Q&A with me right now about what I think about trans women, would I ever date one? I'd be like, fuck no. I'd shout that on the high heavens right now. No, 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 no. Absolutely not. No, no. You are not a woman. I respect you wanting to live your life as a woman, but let's keep it to facts. You are pantomiming a woman. You have feminine affectations about yourself, and when it comes to like sexual attractiveness and reproductiveness, the one key factor what's keeping me from finding you attractive is that you don't have a vagina. That matters to me. I'm sorry. Like,
I don't big deal.
Like, I mean, yeah, like you could be a 9 and a tranny, and a 2 with a vagina will beat you every time, in my opinion. Like, if
it's like I don't understand why people are mad about that. That's like a personal preference. Like it doesn't mean you don't like them or something. It just means that you're just not sexually attracted to them.
Like,
I don't know what the big deal is.
Like, I mean, you want me to fake it? Because I'll tell you right now, you're gonna feel like shit if I have to fake like you. It's like, hey, how you feeling, honey? Oh my god, I saw this other woman today who's a real woman, and oh man, let me tell you, you got her beat, girlfriend.
Oh my god, I wanted to grab her by the pussy so bad, you don't even know.
Like, man, like it's just
right. Yeah.
It's like, you know what, man? I saw some tampons when I was going to the grocery store. You know what I realized? I'm glad you don't have to worry about that. Trans power. Just like, let's get it. Yeah. Like, no. You want you're gonna. There's gonna be a time where these regressives are gonna have a coming to God moment and realize there's gonna be a point where you guys are just gonna have to embrace honesty, or we're just gonna fucking just have this tug of war, culture war for the rest of our lives. And I always say, in the end of the day, what'll change a lot of these people's minds is time, you know, because I kind of figured, like, I could probably say there was probably like about a time when I was younger where I won't say as bad as these people on the internet, but I kind of had a little bit of like regressive mindsets. I'm pretty sure the 19-year-old me would have loved Black Lives Matter. I would have been like dapping Sean King and everything and be like, fuck yeah, man, we play Fortnite together. I love Sean King, man. He's my guy.
The funny thing about Sean King is that, like, first of all, I don't know if you saw the picture of us together, but he was like lighter than us. And I'm like, that's just weird.
Wow.
Because I'm like the latest shade of Korean foundation that there is. And
wait,
like,
there's
okay, but and then there's
foundation. Korean,
yeah,
they make that. What is it called? Chalk? Like what? Korean.
I don't know. I like Asian makeup better than American makeup because
so racist.
Hey, it fits my skin tone better. Okay, if you wore makeup, you'd know.
You're not American. Get out of our country.
Get out of our country. Yeah.
Wait, are you not a Native American, Shane?
No, I'm not a feather.
Oh, okay. Were you what, let me get like military base or something?
You would be correct, sir.
Oh, awesome. Awesome. I mean, it's one of 5 things if you're half Asian. Come on.
I know, right?
Yeah. like sugar tits. I like what I first saw when she did a face reveal. It made a little too much sense to me. First of all, if you're half Asian and you have an Australian accent, there's only like 1 or 2 scenarios I could think of in my mind for how this possibly had happened right now. And I'm just like, where was your daddy stationed?
And then she's like, oh yeah.
Manila.
Yeah.
Basically. It's like actually my dad was he was stationed in Brisbane. He's Royal Air Force, whatever. Don't make fun of my mom.
You got Australian accent.
Oh, I watch a lot of TV. There was a time where I used to watch a lot of TV and a lot of Bearing. He's a funny guy. There was a point where I figured, when I tried to put my foot into more YouTube content creation, I was going to make a skit where myself as a character was talking to like a fake Bearing or something, but it never came to fruition because doing YouTube is taxing and time consuming, and I'd rather just fucking lay on my ass and do nothing. I like to,
We gotta like kick each other to make a video. We're like, we gotta make that video today.
Yeah,
even though we're not that great, but we gotta make a video.
No, I mean, no, like your guys' videos are funny though. Like the first, I forget what it's called. I probably didn't look at your channel again, but like I think you guys were just like reciting old super leftist talking points again. But like before you guys even finished your sentence, like the edit like always cuts everything off like the last.
Like Donald Trump's making the country like we're living in a fascist society.
Yeah. And you were just like, it's all about collusion, and I was like, that's funny. This is funny. Yes, bring me more laughter. I like this.
I really want to tomorrow if we can. I want to film. I've been saying this for like a long time. I want to do a MGTOW video. And I know like the MGTOW community is going to kill us because they're like really big on YouTube, but some of their stuff is so funny though. Like,
oh my God. It's like, I never really follow too much MGTOW stuff. I mean, God, I'm almost at the point right now where it's like my favorite content creators right now, like who kind of did do the whole culture war commentary stuff right now. I'm at the point where like there's only like a handful of people like I still listen to and fuck with and can still tolerate. Like anytime I still watch any one of Matt Christensen's videos, like I'm happy to see that he's at least still consistent and doesn't get caught up with dumb fucking content creator, dumb bullshit drama. I like that he like, you know, he's not like that, but just about everybody else, I'm just like, wow, I can't I can't do this, and I need to find other stuff. I don't want to hear any more about commenting about feminism that's been done to death. I don't want to hear any more about MGTOWs. I'm seeing like a lot more of the I used to be a SJW videos. Those are more like common.
I've seen a lot of those. It's just like that's kind of way overdone now.
Yeah, and I'm just like people are gonna like have to find a way to sort of like make new content now. And now I have to sort of, and with that, like, I think that's kind of like what kind of pushed me away from making my podcast even more now. Now I'm focused more on just like, you know, if it's about gaming or movies or some sort of tech, that's like now my focus sometimes. Like I try to steer myself away from news because it's like
that's probably good because you probably live a happier life doing that.
Yeah.
Probably, yeah. I mean, like I know a lot of people have asked me, like, when the fuck am I going to come back on my podcast? And I'm just like, if I do, you guys may not like the direction I take this into, for one thing. But like, I guess if I'm going to have a comment about something, you know, maybe I shouldn't have anything to worry about. It's just a time thing. Like sometimes I'm just like me set it like just like right now. I'm setting up like I'm doing right now. I'll set up my mic and I'll just like have my computer in front of me and I'm waiting to press record and I try something, records me for like 30 minutes. And I'm just like, I don't like this. I don't care. How is anyone else going to care? I don't give a shit. I don't give a shit what you're doing today, Donald Trump. I don't give your life is clearly more important than mine. Thanks to the tax cuts. I'm bored. I want it. Let's on Netflix now. You know.
Pretty much sums it up.
Yeah, pretty much. So what besides video making, like what the fuck you guys going on this weekend? If you don't mind me asking that.
I have to do, this sounds really boring, but I got to do my taxes still.
Oh wow. Yeah, it is April. What are you doing?
I got 1 week left. He hasn't done his taxes either. You're bad.
Yeah, fuck taxes, man.
But what? Yeah, okay. I see the "Don't step on snake" flag, and I'm just like,
step on snake. That's my money, bitch.
Yeah, it's like, give that to me. Oh my God, one of the funniest thing I saw right on the internet was Ben Shapiro talking about. Are you guys familiar with the rapper Cardi B?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. Like you guys aren't living under a rock. Come on now. No, he actually said like, you know, Ben Shapiro was actually doing a comment on an Instagram video Cardi B did because she was complaining that 40% of her money has to go to taxes. Mm-hmm. And she was like, I don't know why 40% of my money have to go to fucking taxes, okay? I'm from fucking Brooklyn, okay? The streets of New York are still fucked up. Why do 40% of my money go to? Who do it go to in the government? I want to know. And fucking Ben Shapiro was just all this like, listen, Cardi B, come to us. We understand. She has a great question right here. Why do all our money go to taxes right now? 40%. I'm just
You have really good accents. Yeah, you should do accents.
Yeah, there you go.
I would love to, but I don't know. I don't know how I sound. I
Sounds like legit.
Well, thank you. But when I hear my voice hearing my voice right now is different than when I hear my voice recorded. And when I hear a playback, I can't help but cringe. I'm just like, I sound like that. No. You know.
Like when I hear my voice, I'm like, man, I have like the worst. My voice is not as good as I think that it is when I'm talking.
I used to be like that, but now I don't really mind it.
You have a pretty good ASMR voice.
I have a really good ASMR voice.
Oh God! Stop.
Oh boy, I don't. Need I ask where has Nico heard Shane's AMSR voice? No, I don't think I need to, because that's we're gonna get into some weird ass territory right now. Just like it's like I don't want to hear anything about you whispering sweet nothings in my ear. I'll break my own fucking TV. If that happens.
How dare you?
Yeah,
What's up?
I said, how dare you? How dare you talk? Yeah. Or do you ask us personal questions like that?
I didn't ask you anything. I said I'm gonna try. Listen. It's far out of my it's out of my head right now.
That's what I meant. Stop. Don't even mention anything anymore. No.
Fine.
You're just being an asshole.
Yeah, I'm being an asshole. I'm sorry.
Yeah, you are what you eat, Shane. Anyway, I'm terrible. I'm so fucking terrible. Oh my goodness. Oh man, this is a pretty fun stream. I like this.
Yeah. I was just gonna say we've been going on for an hour, almost an hour and 40 minutes now.
Holy fuck, man.
Yeah, some of our streams, like sometimes they go along and we're like, hey, it's time to kind of go, but I feel like we could probably go on for another hour or two, right?
Oh my God, Jesus Christ, man. Well, I probably have to I have to fucking take care of some stuff here in a little bit, but because I kind of had to fuck off a birthday party to hang with you fucking guys right now. I told a friend of mine, my friend of mine, he turns 30 this weekend, and he was gonna go. Oh yeah, he was gonna celebrate it at a place called Barcadia, and I said, "Oh man, no." Are you guys familiar with that? It's sort of like near downtown Dallas. It's like an old retro arcade bar and like restaurants.
It's just funny because we say we're from Dallas, but we're not really from Dallas. If you know what I mean.
You're from the DFW area,
you don't know anything in downtown. The only thing I know downtown is the stereotypical stuff, the touristy stuff. I don't know anywhere to go,
Have you lived in Texas most of your life?
No, I moved here in 2 years ago, but I've only lived in Dallas, so I don't know anything about downtown or anything. So.
Oh, okay, awesome. But we gotta hit up some Dallas stuff one time, man, or something. I don't fucking know.
We should go to the JFK museum so that we can totally not believe it.
Yeah.
Okay. That sounds like some fucking queefy tourist shit, but okay, we can do that. I've only lived here all my life, so I'm just like, yeah. Here's the grassy knoll. This is where JFK got popped. I'm fucking bored. Can we get a corny dog or something? God,
that he did our stream, and he could have went to a birthday party, but he did our stream instead. Wow.
Yeah, I mean, I told my friend. We're just gonna we'll probably just run it back sometime this weekend. It's not like his birthday is today. Otherwise, I'd be the worst friend on the planet.
You went to talk to people who don't even know. Who the fuck are you? You're not a friend of mine.
It's like, man, I already had this shit scheduled. It's not like I had your birthday. He ended up telling me, and then my girlfriend reminded me. It was just like, don't forget you have the Happy Supremacy stream. I'm like, fuck. I can't back out of this right now. Fucking, homie, I'll just have to meet you. Have your birthday next week. Fuck all this shit, man. Do you see what the weather is like right now? Why do you want to have a birthday party?
I thought we were gonna die. But
yeah, she was legit freaking out. Oh my God, we're gonna die.
Yeah, whatever. Yeah, I saw Frisco trending. I was like, oh fuck. Like I
Yeah,
hope.
I didn't used to live like this far north, and like out here you can see like everything's like super flat, and I'm like, oh my god, if a tornado comes here, we're actually gonna die.
Oh man.
Like, we're gonna die for real.
Oh, I'm so sorry to hear. You know what's so funny? My girlfriend said like she has like family that literally lives like about a few miles away from us, and they got hail. We didn't get shit. We got some
north though, because I heard the north got a lot of hail.
Maybe it's just I don't know. Like I'm not as familiar with this neighborhood as she is, but I do know her family. Some of her family isn't that far away, and they said they got hail, and I'm like, what? Like I just can't believe how spastic the weather is out here. Like it was so backbreakingly humid today. I hate it when that happens.
It was crazy. It was 80 degrees today, and then tomorrow was supposed to be 49.
Yeah.
What the hell?
I know, right? That's like breaking into my weekend. I was supposed to go exercise my Second Amendment rights, and I was going to go window shopping for a new firearm.
Oh, that's what we should do.
Yeah,
we should go shooting.
We should go
because we don't know how to do that. Well, you know how to do that.
Learn how to use a gun, buy a gun, and then I can tell Kevin Brennan that I'm not lying anymore. That I don't want a gun. Anyway,
no, that'd be actually pretty cool. I've been looking to actually purchase one for some time, not because David Hogg is pissing me off every time he shows his fucking shovel face on the fucking internet.
You see Michael Ian Black tweets. All of them are like NRA's terrorist organization. Every one of them's terrible. I'm like, you can make points that they're pretty bad, but stop fucking saying they're a terrorist organization. Who the fuck are you?
Like seriously, like YouTube is more of a terrorist organization than anything. Like I never knew of an NRA member that just said I'm gonna go start fucking shooting people. Like the more, and you know what, Michael Ian Black, please keep saying it's a terrorist organization right now. You're only gonna make the fucking the number. You're only gonna make their stock price just go up, and a lot more memberships go to the air. Like I don't know if what's up.
He's also solidifying a Trump second term.
Yeah, I hope he does. Like, people all these celebrities just like saying, how can you guys just normalize evil? It's like, you're doing it for us, man. Just keep talking. Right? Keep speaking. I love this right now. I love this. Your horse is so fucking high right now. This is so great. So cool. You like Michael Ian Black. When were you funny? Like
I didn't know who he was until all those tweets.
Yeah,
I knew who he was. Like back when I gave a shit about having cable, he was like he used to be a part of this like this sketch comedy troupe that was kind of short-lived in like the very late 90s, early 2000s called The State. And a lot of people who came from are you guys familiar with Reno 911?
Yeah, I know that show. Yeah,
like some of those guys, some of the guys from the show for the movie Role Models, they were all a part of that little group. They're like their own little upright citizens brigade, and he was kind of funny, and he was in a movie called Wet Hot American Summer, and that's like they're a part of that really super dry, not so on the nose, deadpan humor. And I kind of liked that for a bit, but that was like around the time where I really thought that a whole bunch of like Wes Anderson movies were deep too. When I was like growing up and in college, now I'm just like, you guys are just insufferable faggots, and I can't take this anymore. Like you're 40 years old, give it up, man. Like people are gonna keep buying guns, man. Like you keep insulting those flyover states. You keep doing what you're doing.
And then before we end this, I just wanted to say that if you get rid of people's guns, or at least try to like force them, there's gonna be an uprising. It's not gonna be good. It's not gonna be good. It's gonna be bad.
Like how like first of all, man, like who the fuck do you think you are, a not gun expert, trying to tell me about a fucking gun because you watched Rambo a few times and you get fucking scared? Like
Right?
like pussy, you could have a fucking dialogue with people and learn about guns, or if you could just say that, like, listen, like it's guns do just if you could just be honest and sort of just enunciate your fear about this right now, because if you were willing to have a conversation with these people, you realize at the end of the day, you guys have different politics, different ends, like, you know, you guys are both possess a different end of a political spectrum, but you probably all want the same thing. No one wants fucking mass shootings. No one wants to see a whole bunch of kids getting shot. People would like to just, you have one side that likes to dream, has this idealistic, stupid, gay fever dream that the world is just better without guns because they have a life that they inhabit where it's completely gun free and crime free, and their world view is just about as far away from their gated. The reach of their world is as far as their cell phone, like, you know, like allows them to see, and their gated community. And then there's people who are just like, I know what I'm talking about. I've possessed firearms. I've fired firearms. It just takes people who are responsible. I wish you guys just understand that. But no one wants to. One side is more willing to have a conversation than the other one. The other one just wants to be right and offended. And it's just people don't want to let their guard down. People don't want to admit maybe they're wrong or misinformed about something. We just want to tell people how the fuck they should live. And I hate people like that. I don't come on.
Yeah.
And I'm saying that from the perspective of a guy who maybe over 10 years ago didn't feel that same way. I was probably just like there has to be a harder way for people to get gun. Now I'm just like, I'm fucking like, I'm gonna tell people right now, I want to go to a store and I want to buy myself a Glock 17. Why? It's like, you know, is it for protection? It's like, yeah, somewhat for protection, but also because I fucking love John Wick, and that's the gun he used in part 2, and the shit's dope, and I want to fucking shoot targets, and I think guns are cool. They're great looking tools. So what? I'm American, damn it. I can have that right to want to like this. You know?
Oh my God, you are just a fucking murderer. How dare you?
Oh yeah, I love man. If you could just show me my kids and get their blood so I can rub it on their faces and not want to do anything about gun crime.
Oh my God, how dare you?
Seriously.
I know. This whole video is going to be taken out of context, so I appreciate it.
Weird meme, and it's going to go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're going to go ahead and end this. We've been going for almost 2 hours now. And this was awesome.
Yeah, this was fun.
Yeah, this was like a lot of fun talking to you. We're definitely gonna have to do something like this again.
Yes, we got to, man. We got to, man. The Hop of Supremacy, Biggest Mikey, Rush Hour conglomeration has to have many sequels. There has to be franchises.
Yeah,
We have a channel, right? We could go on your channel.
Yeah, we can go on your channel.
Fuck yes!
I can show this shit, man.
I can wipe some dust off of my channel and finally do something about this. But yeah, fuck yeah, this was fun. I really like this. You guys are cool as shit. This is a fun little icebreaker here. Yeah. And you guys definitely deserve more subs. I think you guys are criminally undersubbed and your videos are funny. Yes.
I feel like we haven't put out enough. We do a lot of live streams.
You know what's funny though? Even though we do a lot of live streams and a lot of original 500 subscribers isn't that bad for.
Well, yeah, it's mostly because of Sugar Tits. Thank you.
Yeah, thanks.
I love the sound. It's so cool. It's just like in my head, I heard a gong like each time you guys do it.
We're gonna have to. We definitely have to meet up sometime and
go shoot.
And go shoot some guns and shoot stuff and make some videos and, like you're saying, make a franchise out of it.
Yes. All right. Yes, I'm with that.
Awesome plan. So yeah, thanks again. And go ahead and tell everyone about your YouTube channel and everything else that you want to go ahead and plug.
Yeah. Just look up Biggest Mikey on YouTube. Follow me on my Twitter at @biggest_Mikey. I like to talk to people about things. That's about it. That's awesome. Yeah.
I have your
Mikey podcast is probably gonna come back sometime soon. I don't know when. I'm just gonna spring it on you people. It's gonna be a surprise. Whatever.
Yeah, whenever you do that, we're gonna have to be guests on there sometime.
Yes, I will love to do that because you guys are fucking awesome.
Like I was saying before, we put your Twitch on it too. Do you use that or no?
I need to. I mean, like, I'm having a lot of fun playing Far Cry, so I don't know why I haven't done that yet. I have to. I'm terrible with using like the software to stream and shit, but maybe if I put some time into it, I'll put my Twitch out there for people when I start using it. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, I put your YouTube and your Twitter and your Twitch down there in the description.
Awesome.
Yeah, and then for us, and we have our Twitter, our Facebook page, and our Instagram, so you can go follow us there.
In the description.
In the description. We also, you can also buy some Liberty tees. We have a link there that's affiliated with us. So you can go ahead if you want to buy some of that awesome apparel.
We have like a closet of it now.
And then also support us and donate and give us some that fresh moolah and dough.
Yes.
And you can go to patreon.com/Hapa Supremacy. We also have a maker support, makersupport.com/Hapa Supremacy.
And I'm wondering, like, which tier is it where we will do like driving episodes, because that will be interesting. Because
so viral, like I was saying earlier that I mentioned. So for real, before I end it, for real, because I said it like 3 times now. But Viral Bunny, like I said, donated $15 to our Patreon, and the $10 one was actually the driving video.
Oh God! And so we're gonna have to do it.
And the $15 was a Google Hangout. So Viral Bunny, if you're the only one after the end of the month, we're gonna be doing a Google Hangout with you.
Yep.
So yeah, we'll have to get that plan. Like I said, once it hits May, then we'll schedule something for that. But yeah, so appreciate it, Viral, and anybody else wants to donate, like I said, then you know.
You'll be able to see our driving video, which will be ridiculous. I know.
Oh, yeah.
You're insane.
Yeah.
You don't think you're a bad driver.
The only way you're going to be able to see it, though, is you have to give us $10 to see it.
Oh, my God. God, you have to say "me love you" long time after that. Like, shit.
That'd be a long time. It's like $55.
Okay. All right. One day it's time to end this now.
Yeah. All right, everybody. Thanks so much for joining us, and again, thanks to Mikey for joining us. It was a lot of fun.
Yep.
So yeah, see you later.
Have a good Friday night.